What's up guys, MveltreFishing here, and today I'm going to be going over my top fishing moments from 2017. Number 6 on my list is going to be landlocked Atlantic salmon fishing in early November with Sean Medvar. For those of you who don't know, salmon in New Jersey are pretty rare. They're only stocked in 3 lakes, so they're really cool to catch in New Jersey. We went out, this was during a cold snap, it was really cold, like 20 degrees this morning. And they were being pretty finicky, the fish. We fished for, I believe, 10 hours all day. And I caught 3 salmon, and Sean caught 1. But the main tactic I was using was trolling. I was using a small Castmaster metal, like a little spoon. Sean was using a Kitech. But yeah, this was just a pretty cool trip, my first time fishing for salmon. They're really cool and unique, like I said, and I'll definitely be targeting them again this spring. Okay, so number 5 on my list is probably going to be my red snapper that I caught on a trip down to Pensacola, Florida with my dad. This probably would be ranked higher, but since it was a charter and all, it was still cool, but I'm going to put it down a little lower. This was really an incredible day. Went out looking for cobia on Tradition Fishing Charters. Definitely check them out if you're going down to Pensacola. But went out looking for cobia, but instead ended up fishing for red snapper. And not only did I catch my first red snapper ever, but it was a giant. It was probably 20 pounds all day. Caught it on a live tomtate grunt. And this thing just hit like a freight train. Just noticed a line ripping off my reel, which you can see in the video. And just set the hook, and after a crazy fight, got that big red snapper up on the boat. Next up on the list is to be my epic pre-spawn bass fishing trip in April with the Dreamcatcher.
Hi, how are you?
Alright, so this was a trip I took with Jake from the Dreamcatcher in late April. We were fishing the pre-spawn for largemouth bass, which is apparently the best time to catch them.
Right off the point.
We were using rattle traps. It was very windy this day. And we Jake quickly figured out the pattern that these bass were being pushed into corners on points by the wind. So I was using a rattle trap, and I was absolutely killing them. I probably couldn't ask for a better day bass fishing. Almost instantly fishing this point, hooked up with a nice 3.5 pounder, and quickly after that caught a 3.75 pounder, which broke my previous PB of 3.69. And I was just fishing these points and corners, just catching one after another. I caught 10 bass this day. All except 2 were over 3 pounds. I think 4 were 3.5. I got a 4.8, a 4.5, 4.25, and a 3.75.
Look at that.
Something like that. I probably messed up the numbers, but this was an absolute baller of a day. Couldn't thank Jake enough for taking me out and helping me put me on these fish and breaking my PB. So, yeah, that's number 4.
Yes, 4 pounder. 2.2 kilograms.
Number 3 on the list is going to be false albacore fishing in mid-October. For those of you who don't know, false albacore, they're mini tuna, but they're not really tuna. They're in the mackerel family. But these things are incredible fighters. They're probably the hardest fighting fish, pound for pound, in New Jersey. And they're really an incredible sport fish.
I'm gonna get schooled. This has to be an albie.
all all September long, I couldn't stop thinking about these fish. I had what they call
Yeah.
Albie fever, I guess you could say.
Oh, it's a
But,
big one.
you know, we had some really rough weather in September with these
Bonito.
hurricanes. I think we had like 4 hurricanes, so we couldn't get out. We finally got a shot at them in mid-October. And we started out this day on an inshore lump. We got out the inlet, went to this lump, and almost instantly hooked up with some Atlantic bonito,
Crazy.
which are some other different tunoid species. They're smaller though. But that was also another fish that I really wanted to catch. So that was cool. The bite died at the lump, so we moved inshore and we were going to do some porgy fishing.
What?
But while we were fishing,
What is it?
we saw a massive school of false albacore, probably close to 100 of them, swim by. And I almost instantly hooked up with one of those after casting a metal at them. But I broke that one off pretty shortly, and I was really devastated that I wasn't getting another. So we decided to troll the area, and trolling really paid off. I think we had 3 knockdowns in about
What the
2
hell is
hours, which isn't bad.
Is it?
2 of which were
It's not
false
fighting like
albacore. One was a
Oh,
really
it's an
nice,
albie.
about 6.5 pound
That's
one.
a false albacore.
And then another was the bonito, 2 albies and a bonito. So that was just really an incredible trip. False albacore have been a dream fish of mine for a while,
You
even
see
though I
how
already
fast
caught one
he
in
just went
Florida,
all the way
but
over
they're
there?
just such amazing fish. If you guys never fished for them, I really highly recommend getting out and taking a trip for them, because you will not regret it.
Just take the picture with that on. You can start putting all over the place. Watch me bleed.
Yeah, let me. Look at that. It's so cool. Just throw him back. I don't care. Here he is, guys.
Number 2 on the list is going to be the offshore tuna trip that I took on my friend's dad's boat in mid-July, early mid-July. This trip, like I said, we went out for tuna, but we didn't get any tuna. It was still a little too early in the season.
I have
That night we decided
You
to do
want it,
some
Charlie?
shark fishing, and this was just a very incredible night of fishing, shark fishing. Almost immediately we had a nice runoff from a shark, probably a bull shark. All the sharks we caught this night were bull sharks. And then we got that mahi, which was just super incredible. For those of you who don't know, mahi like to swim under floating objects.
the leader.
And our balloon that we had out on our shark rig, big bull
What
mahi
is
and a
it?
smaller female swam underneath the balloon. They
It's a
were eating the
mahi.
chum they were
Oh
throwing
my
in the
God,
water
it's a
for the
huge mahi.
sharks.
Get the net.
And
Yeah.
big bull mahi managed to take down an entire shark bait. We were
Oh
using
my
mackerel.
God.
The thing ate like an entire mackerel with a shark hook on it. So that was really crazy.
Oh my God, he's.
I really wanted to catch a mahi during this trip. It was a dream fish of mine at the time. It still is a dream fish for me. I'd love to catch more, but yeah, that really made the night for me. And then of course the big bull shark, which I caught, which made it even better. Yeah, we were getting to bull sharks all night, pretty constant. We had about 6 or 7 runoffs and hooked 4, I believe, 3 or 4. My dad's friend caught one, and then the other guy in the boat, who's also our friend, caught one. And then I caught mine, which was an absolute giant. After a crazy, I have to say, 25 to 30 minute fight, got the giant bull shark next to the boat. It was, we estimate like 300 pounds, 275, 300 range, and it was easily 10 feet long. So that was just such an incredible trip. I'll never forget that one. Definitely going to try to do that again this summer. If you guys want to check out the video, please check the video out. It's down in the description. All the videos to these moments will be down in the description below. Number 1 on the list is going to have to be the fall run of 2017 striped bass, particularly the day before Thanksgiving, November 22nd. Okay, so this year's fall run, 2017, was a great run of striped bass fishing for us personally. I'm sure there's people who say that our run sucked, but for us it was really great. I guess you could say I was obsessed with these fish. I couldn't stop thinking about them. A big striped bass has been my bucket list fish ever since I knew what a striped bass was. But this was the day before Thanksgiving, November 22nd. This was just a phenomenal day for us. I believe we caught 8 striped bass, and then one was the 40-inch, 26-pound cow, which was my first ever big bass. We got out, broke the inlet around 7 o'clock in the morning. It was raining pretty bad in the morning. It was pretty miserable, but we got one knockdown almost instantly after going through a school of bunker, and that was cool. But then after that, the bite died for about 4 hours until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The wind started picking up a lot, and that just made all the difference. We were just hammering one after another striped bass on the mojos and umbrella rigs. You can see the video of the fish finder. The fish finder was just absolutely lit up. But these were all good-sized fish. They were all 28 to 32 inchers. A ton of fun. And then that one, the big 40-incher. Just absolute dream fish for me. I'll never forget this. Great way to spend the fall run.
Watch out, he's not ready. Oh, he's coming in. I got it. Dad, just grab his lips. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Watch out. Make this quick. Look at this fish. This is a 20-pounder easily. He's 40 inches.
40 inches. Holy shit. Get some pictures of this.
Here. You got him? Alright, let's weigh him. Get him in the net. Here, flip the net around. You want to dunk him back in the water quick?
This is a...
Okay, put him in the water.
Let him go down a little more. Flip him over. My God, this is a heavy fish.
25, are we saying?
More than that.
I'd say 25. Here, let me revive. Is the dorsal fin up? Yeah, the dorsal fin's up. She's gonna be fine. There she goes. Let's go! Hell yeah! That's my dream fish right there.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. 2017 was just such an incredible year for me fishing-wise. Caught a bunch of fish I never thought of catching, a lot of big fish, ton of memories made, and a lot of friends made. So thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing and watching my videos, and I'd like to thank my dad and all my friends for taking me out and making these memories with me. If you guys please could rate, comment, subscribe to help make 2018 an even better year. Before we close, I'd just like to make a couple more mentions of moments that didn't make the top 6, but I still like to talk about because they were pretty damn cool. We have catching big channel catfish from an urban pond.
Just pull it like that. Yep, there you go. Look at the mouth on that thing. It'll be okay. There's so much food in here, that's why they're so big. They're strong. Hell yeah, bro. That was insane. I just
Bluefish fishing in early May in the Manasquan River. And blue shark fishing in mid-July.
Let it go. Grab the pole. Hold it.
So once again, thank you guys for watching my videos. You know, just let's make 2018 an even better year. Thanks again.